I might have just made a wee bit of a miscalculation. This is episode 12 of Dr. Frick's Home for the Mentally Unique. And I've got some good news and I've got some not so good news. The good news is I just finished chapter 2 of the film. There's 13 chapters altogether. It's based on a book and an audio book that I've written and is out now. The bad news is it took me 2 years to finish the first 2 chapters plus the 26-song soundtrack. So I did some calculating over the last few days and came up with the figure that it would take about another 5 years at least to finish the whole film. That's not very good news. So I've got to do whatever I can to finish this thing in about half that time, 2.5 years more. That'll make it 4.5 years for the whole film. I could do that. 2.5 years, I'll still be alive. That's good news. So they're actually just good news all around. At any rate, let me just show you a little bit of why it's taken me so long to do this. It's quite a challenge doing it all yourself. I'm having a great time, but I am working 7 days a week, 11 hours a day, with time off for eating. All right, I just want to give you a little bit of an idea as to why this is taking so long. This is the animation program called Moho Pro. And this is part of chapter 2. This is only the last 5 minutes of the 11-minute chapter. It has 4 characters. This is More or Less, this is Tony, this is Flo, and this is Danielle, and this is the toilet. Tony is a low-flow toilet salesman, and he feels like he's saving the planet because low-flow toilets use only half the water of conventional toilets. Unfortunately, it takes 2 or 3 flushes to get everything down. However, that doesn't stop him, not at this point. But let me just show you what it takes for this one 5-minute animation. These here are the layers of things such as, well, let's take just Tony or any one of these characters. They have a layer for each eyebrow, for each pupil, for the face in general. Usually about 6 different mouth positions that I have to time exactly with what they're saying. Very tedious, but it pays off. And then there's layers for the music stands, for the hands, for the background. Each one of these is a level for some part, or for all part. Here's Flo's verse, when she's singing her own verse, when she takes a selfie of herself. The shading for these things, like here, the shading on the toilet, the shading on the characters, like on the sides of their faces. Those are all in separate layers as well. For now, they don't have to be, but they are. And I'll just keep scrolling through these layers. I don't know how many layers there are, but this was one of the bigger ones so far. And it looks to me like there's at least 100 layers. Pupils, hands, TV screen, text, different parts. This is going and going and going. Let's see. Almost done here. Here's the different mouths. I'll show you the finished product in a second. That's for Flo, her entire body. That's for Danielle, her entire body. Her eyebrows. Mouths closed, mouths open. The heads are on separate layers than the bodies because sometimes you want to tilt the head or move the head around without moving the body. Very important. Tony's pants are on a separate layer. Maury. Okay, so, and then here's the soundtrack that I have to coordinate it all, sync it to. That's just for this one 5-minute animation. Now here we have Final Cut Pro. This is where I take everything and put it all together in the video editing program where I could add sound effects, extra music, underscore. And a good reason for a focus group is I'm doing this all on my own. Nobody's telling me what to do. After a while, though, you can kind of get introverted into the whole thing and not really see it as somebody new would see it. So my wife Naomi comes in here when I call her, and She's got a great eye. She's a great editor. She knows when something's not working. So here's one example. I have Tony here, the low-flow salesman. And as you can see, I created a bathroom scene. I had to take all these various parts and put them together. So when I first created this, the bathroom was much wider. It didn't have this wall over here. And it looked more like a public bathroom than a bathroom in an apartment house. So she saw that and immediately spotted that. And luckily, it wasn't too hard to fix it. I created the wall, moved things in closer to each other. It's still a pretty big bathroom for an apartment house. But anyway, you'll notice one mistake here, just for you folks seeing the behind-the-scenes thing, is no toilet paper rack. We're not going to tell anyone. All right, so that shows you a little bit why you need a focus group. Fortunately, that was a very easy fix, but sometimes I'll work on something for a whole week, and then when I show it to her, it's like, oh my God, this is going to take me another 2 or 3 days to fix that. And you could hear this is coming out of a Maury Less interview where he's interviewing Dr. Phyllis Head, who wrote a book, How Common Ordinary Household Kitchen Utensils Can Help Save Your Marriage. Anyway, I've got the scene change here. You see all this stuff down here. All that stuff down there, that's sound effects. As the scene is changing, I have cars honking, I have birds chirping. Then I have a little bit of underscore down here, which is just a piano solo, which I added to make the scene change better. So watch it from the scene change and a little bit of Tony's bathroom entrance. The three friends are in Danielle's apartment, or a reasonable facsimile since this is Tony's drug-induced memory of the event. Flo and Danielle are seated at the table while Tony heads to the bathroom. He looks lovingly at the new toilet. Ah, the Power Flush 2000, using only half the water of conventional toilets. You and me are gonna change the world, baby. He unbuckles his pants and proceeds to try out the new toilet. Flo is fussing with Danielle's clothes as she works on her latest painting. I want to mention there's another program called Apple Motion, which I use when I have to do special camera moves or lighting with spotlights and kind of pseudo 3D kind of thing. What I showed you before was this scene coming up here with the animation with the characters doing a concert. This is the final. You see it here after I added the lighting and the spotlights and the mood and the ambient light. All right, there you have it. That shows you what I've been up to lately. If you want to keep in touch, you can find me on Substack now. That's a new site for me. I'm writing all about this and other things, my adventures in music land since I was very young, and some other things too. It's let's see, it's The Real Neal Fox at therealnealfox.substack.com, something like that. Go to Substack, look up Neal Fox with an A. Also check out my website. I'm on X, I'm on Rumble, I'm on YouTube, although I'm thinking of ditching YouTube because of the censorship. Anyway, check it out. I love you guys. Stick with me. I'll give you more information, and you could hear the soundtrack now. And you could get the audiobook, which is the whole thing narrated by me with the full soundtrack, and it's on Amazon and Audible. Anyway, see you at the next episode. Bye-bye.